Okay, this is like the third time I've done this question because I keep reading it wrong. I've been told this piece of information. PQ times QA equals PA squared. And I've been told PQ has length P. And what I want to do is find PA. So let's actually draw this. If I've got P here, and if I've got Q here, actually I'm going to move that over, I want it Q here. So I've got a line between them, and that's length P. But if I put a point between them, A, then PA is this one, and QA is this one. Which means I know that PA plus, well, I'm going to call it QA, yep, equals QP, which is P. I've also been told that PQ, why am I calling this little p if that's PQ? Times QA is PA squared. Which means PQ is little p times QA is PA squared. And I'm trying to find PA. This is what I want to solve for eventually. I'm going to move this down a bit because I'm going to get an expression for QA. So QA is up here. If I make QA equal P minus PA, I'm going to sub that in there. So I've got P times P minus PA equals PA squared. Okay. Trust me, it is going somewhere. Which means if I expand these brackets, so times that and times that, I'm going to get P squared minus P times PA equals PA squared. I'm going to get everything over to one side because I'm going to eventually want to use the quadratic formula. So I've got 0 equals PA squared plus P lots of PA take P squared. Now, if I were to rewrite this, with PA, with x instead of PA, then I've got 0 equals x squared plus px take p squared. Now, I don't know what p is, but I'm assuming that I'm just going to find x or PA in terms of it. So, I'm going to use the quadratic formula. X equals minus, and I should specify. So, for my quadratic formula, A equals 1, B equals P, and C equals negative P squared. So, I've got X equals minus P plus minus the square root of P squared take 4 times 1 times negative P squared all over 2 times 1. So I got negative P plus minus the square root of P squared plus 5P squared all over 2. Which means, well, I can square root P, so I've got minus P plus minus P root 5 over 2. Which means X, or PA, I'm going to sub PA in now, so I'm going to go into my dark. PA equals minus P plus P root 5 over 2. And PA equals minus P take P root 5 over 2. But this is negative. Because minus, it doesn't matter what, like we know P is a positive number because P was a length. So can't use this one. So our final answer is PA equals negative P plus P root 5. Another way of saying that is root 5, P root 5, take P over 2. Which is the same as P over 2 times root 5, take 1. It's that easy.